Alfred Hitchcock's romantic thriller To Catch a Thief is like a series of stunningly gorgeous, animated paintings of southern France. Rian Johnson said this film inspired a sense of romantic scale and grandeur, and given the sweeping sequences of beautiful cinematography, it's easy to see why. The most obvious connection to this film is in the visual design of the casino city of Canto Bight, a place considered to be a playground for rich assholes, and a sort of Star Wars Monte Carlo. This is where Finn and Rose will journey in The Last Jedi to meet a shady Star Wars splicer nicknamed DJ by the production crew. I thought it would be worth summarizing the film to see how elements of To Catch a Thief might provide some clues about Finn and Rose's adventure on Cantonica, Canto Bight's planet. The plot kicks off with a string of jewel robberies made to imitate our protagonist, Robbie the Cat, an ex-jewel thief and former member of the French resistance in World War II. The police immediately suspect Robbie of being the perpetrator, so his goal becomes clearing his name by catching the real jewel thief. To do this, Robbie contacts his former brothers in arms, both from the resistance and from his days as a cat burglar. From there, he ends up meeting an insurance agent with a list of high-class clients that are likely targets of the real thief. This builds to a climax when Robbie and his newfound love interest attend a formal party hosted by one of the wealthy elite. It is at this party that Robbie is able to unmask the true thief in front of the authorities, thus clearing his name and being able to return home in peace. It's a fairly simple plot, but there are some interesting emotional dynamics to the story. The real jewel thief turned out to be the flirtatious daughter of one of his ex-comrades, and the whole thing was actually orchestrated by the contact that Robbie met in the beginning, Bertani. In the beginning of the film, we learn that Robbie's former friends are angry with him because they think he really did it. This is a trust issue that I can see happening with Finn in The Last Jedi, being that he's a former First Order stormtrooper. One interesting character dynamic to note about Robbie is his views regarding his former life as a thief and how he views the insurance man as being an amateur thief as well.
You have no other defense.
Well, for what it's worth, I only stole from people who wouldn't go hungry. Well, let's face it, I was an out-and-out thief, like you.
Oh, I say, steady, huh?
No, wait a minute. Did you ever take an ashtray from a hotel or a towel?
Souvenirs, they expect that.
You're given an expense allowance to pay for all the meals you eat on the job, right? But this meal is free. Now, are you going to deduct the price of a lunch from your expense account? Well, of course you're not. It would be stupid. Do you agree?
Yes.
You're a thief. Well, only an amateur thief, of course, but it'll help you to sympathize with us professionals.
It should also be noted that Robbie's style is super smooth, like James Bond. I can see Finn trying to go for this big deal approach in The Last Jedi and end up humorously embarrassing himself in front of Rose. And of course, the adventure wouldn't be rounded out without a little bit of romance. Robbie falls in love with Grace, the daughter of a wealthy tourist. By the end of the film, he's realized that he needed her help all along and that he's not truly a lone wolf. I think a similar arc could be in play for Rose and Finn during The Last Jedi. We know their adventure involves meeting a shady contact, a boat, a chase, a casino, and disguises, all of which we see in To Catch a Thief. Let's hope there's a little romance in there too. As always, thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments how you see this film influencing the plot of Episode 8, and I'll see you in the next video.